I've been training log for a minute now. In fact, I've recently been trying to hit this PR for a minute. I'm talking about like 3 or 4 weeks, and I couldn't. I literally killed myself to do this, like to just hit this PR. Like I'm talking about, let's just jump into it. Yeah. So today's Monday, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I did use percentages. I actually used the maximum effort West Side conjugate method. I used it this morning, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I was telling myself, like, you got this. I know you got it. Just like a barbell, when I'm deadlifting or squatting, I use the implement empty. Like, I don't put no weight on it. I get the feel of it. And that's what I did with the log. I did like 5 reps empty. I didn't record it. I don't think I needed to record it. We all know though that I basically know how to log press. Still need work. You're always gonna need work. It's always gonna be something you're gonna need to tweak, especially when the weight goes up. I started realizing some things. I need to get stronger hips to pop that, to pop the log up and to get it to my chest. Without them strong hips, it ain't happening, bro. I'm telling you, you need it. You gotta drive it through and hit it, pop it right up. And yeah, that was pretty tough. We'll get into that more. So at 210, that was the first weight that I threw up on a log. And, I only did 1 rep. And it was like, okay, I kind of felt that. Put it down. I was like, okay, that was good. And, there's a guy that told me, on Instagram, his name is like Austin something. Can't remember his name. I always forget it. I don't know if it's Austin or Autism. I can't remember. He basically told me to cut the volume out and to just go straight into those lifts. Stop going too crazy with too much volume. You just need a quick pump just to get yourself to feel the weights. So therefore you don't feel like it's a foreign lift. You just need your body to be activated to wake up the muscles. So therefore you can do the lift. And that's exactly what I did. I just did like 1 rep. And I just kept doing that until it was time for me to get to the actual, main course. So then I moved up to 220. I believe it's 220. And if it's not 220, I'll just put it down below. But I went to 220 and, I just cleaned it up and lifted and pressed it. And I was like, okay, that's good. I put it down. Then I gave myself like 5 to 6 minutes to just like process what was about to happen. I didn't want to use no music. I didn't want to put no sound on. Because at the end of the day, it's really a mental thing. And I don't think though that, even though maybe it might pump everybody else up to throw music on, you could lift it. But I could say though that in this video, if you're paying attention to what's going on, you see I have the music on. And I ain't hitting it. And I was psyching myself out every single day. I was not hitting it. So, is it music? No. Somebody could say, nah, I gotta be the right song. I don't know. I don't know about that. I think it's just you. And that's something that me and my person was talking about, yesterday. It's you. It's no one else. It's you. You gotta visualize. You gotta see it. If you see it, then it's gonna happen. And that's how I seen it in my head. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time I tried at 240, the disbelief was there. But I knew I could hit it. I guess it's because I know though that I got weak hips, bro. I'm just being honest. It's taking me more time to use the arm muscles and stuff like that to roll it up, when really I need to use my hips to pop it up and to get it up to my chest. By the time I finally get the log to my chest, I'm already tired because I can't really use my hips the way that I've been using. So I guess it though that I need to find some hip dominant workouts. I think I have an idea of a workout that'll help me. I could see it in my head, but yeah. You gotta be able to hit that log up. Even if you're doing the cleaning press, you gotta be able to put that bar up to your chest. Once you get it to your chest / shoulders, then it's gonna basically be easy for you to press if you're a good presser, And if pressing is the issue for you, then you need to practice pressing. Maybe you can't actually deadlift the log to your legs. Maybe it's too heavy for you. So now you got to practice, lifting a heavy load at deadlifting. Once you start getting that, then it's like, okay, it's easier for you to get the weight to your lap now. Now you can lap it. You can sit it on your lap. Also squeezing it into, your abdominal muscles, squeezing it down there, getting it down into the abdominal muscle and coming up. Like, it's going to be kind of hard if you're not used to, doing that. And that's why it's always good to work out your core. Like, work the core out, man. The core is everything. The core is going to help you do so much if you work out the core. And every day when I had my half rack, I worked out my core because it's the dominant muscle. I don't care if anybody believes what I have to say. I'm going to say it. That muscle is the dominant muscle for everything. You want to be able to get out the bed straight up like this, work out the core, because without it, you're going to be like a turtle on your back. You're not going to be able to do it. Your core is everything. You want to work the core. I don't care what anyone says. The core is everything. It's called the core. Think about it. It's like the center of the earth. It's the core, bro. You need to work the core. Without working the core, it ain't happening. So anyway, basically, we got to 240. I got stuck. And I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, why is this happening? Why I get here and this is when it's happening to me? And I was like, no, shit, fuck, you gotta get this. You gotta get it. I just kept saying, yo, you gotta get it. And if you don't get it, then you're wasting your time, man. You're wasting your time. All that work you put in, all those other movements that you added to your workout, that you was pushing, everything that you were pushing for, dude. Like, if you can't hit this, it's not that you throw in the towel and you give up. But then that means you're really not working for it. And that means you really, really slacking and you're getting lazy and you really don't want to do this. So stop complaining and lift it. And sure enough, that's when it happened. I just said it to myself like, yo, just clean it up. Do it. Do it. And I kept seeing that happening. Did. I really did. And to be honest with you, I think also speaking to my guy Mark, which is I'm helping him build his YouTube channel and stuff like that up. I'm teaching him film on the low. You know, having that conversation that did help me get to a certain place mentally. Like what I told him before, yeah, sometimes I like just fall asleep dreaming about this stuff. You know, like I picture it because I'm seeing it in my head. And when I'm thinking about it all day, it just becomes part of my subconscious thinking. And then now I'm like actually living it out in a dream. It's the same thing like if you work in a restaurant or a job and everything is so intense and you got to remember a whole bunch of recipes and things like that, or a whole bunch of buttons or how things work. Eventually you just start thinking about it because it starts becoming a part of your subconscious mind. And now it becomes muscle memory. Well, I usually do that most of the time. So, you know, he told me that's a good attribute, and I agree with him, you know, because you do have to see it. Another thing I like to see is myself already there. So if I place myself on a stage, I see myself already fit and cut, and I'm already looking like that. I'm already the way that I see myself, you know. I see it. That's what I want. I see that person. I bring that person here, you know. I bring that person here. But as soon as I start having self-doubt or anything like that, that person starts to leave, starts to disappear because I don't believe no more. It's not just one way, you know. There's more than one way to get the job done. There's a right way, and the right way will always be the right way. However, still, there's more than one right way. I need to go finally eat this food. I've been recording now for a minute. I've already cheated myself by not putting food in my system right away. But I wanted to get this going. So therefore I could deliver a new video for YouTube and also for my Instagram channel. I try to be consistent, you know, because consistency works. And people like consistency. And by the way, I ain't doing this for fame. I'm doing this for my mental health. I'm doing this because I like actually doing this with my kids. You know, it keeps me afloat. I do this stuff because I actually want to change. I do this because people tell me I can't do it. That's even more of a reason for me to do it. But I mainly do it so therefore anybody that's watching my journey say, yo, he did the thing though that people say he can't do. He gave something a shot at something that people said though that he can't do, or they said though that he's trying to replicate someone else when really he just was changing himself. He was just rebuilding himself. You know, I'm doing that for those reasons. I'm doing that for the young man that think though that he needs to just be a rapper. No, you could do something totally different. You don't have to follow or family members' footsteps or any of that stuff. You know, or I'm doing it for the person that done injured themselves and said, oh, that it can't happen. Well, I didn't have like 1 or 2 injuries and I'm still going. There's no excuse. You can still make it happen. You can make it happen. It's no one else but you. And like what I said earlier, if you see future self doing it, then future self is going to be there. And if Mark agrees with it, I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that agrees.